Today we have to discuss about the topic is amyloblastoma in cystic tumor. The term amyloblastoma, amyloblast plus oma. The oma represent neoplasm of benign, which means what is neoplasm? The neoplasm is nothing but uncontrolled growth. Benign means there is a particular area only growth occurs. So the enamel forming cells get uncontrolled growth in the particular area, that is called as amyloblastoma. It is a true neoplasm of enamel organ, does not undergo differentiation to form the point of enamel formation. The growth will occur, but enamel formation does not occur, does not undergo differentiation of enamel. It is unicentric, non-functional. Unicentric means it has a single center and non-functional, does not cause any harm to the body, and it is also like painless. And intermittent growth, the intermittent growth is nothing but the growth will occur periodically, that means one period of time the growth will occur and stop, and again the growth will occur and stop. As a result, it will look like clinically persistent, which means the patient feel it is a tumor, it is a tumor which does not grow, the patient feel, but after 1 year the tumor occupy the more area, still the patient feel it does not grow, the patient still feel it will does not grow. So it is called as clinically persistent and anatomically benign, so it is a benign neoplasm. In pathogenesis, it is derived from the Hardwick epithelial root sheath and dental lamina. What is dental lamina? The dental lamina is nothing but it is above the tooth, but this dental lamina get disappear after the tooth formation. But some cases the dental lamina can't disappear. As a result, the formation of amyloblast. And a Hardwick epithelial root sheath. The Hardwick epithelial root sheath is nothing but it is a root forming sheath. The sheath gets segmented. Some segmented get disappear and replaced with symptom forming cells. But in this case, the segment can't disappear, as a result formation of amyloblastoma. It is also arising from the epithelium of odontogenic cyst, particularly dentigerous cyst. The dentigerous cyst epithelium, the dentigerous cyst will also change into the amyloblastomatous. It is also derived from the basal cell of the surface epithelium. In oral mucosa containing surface epithelium that having the basal also turns into the leads to the formation of amyloblastoma in the jaw. It did not only occur in the jaw, it does also occur in the any other part of the body, especially in the pituitary gland. Alteration or mutation, however, there is any we have discussed about these 5 cases leads to the formation of amyloblast, but however, alteration or mutation in the genetic materials of the cells that are embryologically pre-programmed for tooth development. That means the pre-program, which means that it is previously programmed to forming this like. So the gene get mutated, as a result pre-programmed cells get changed, as a result formation of amyloblastoma. The amyloblastoma has 3 types. One is conventional or solid or multicystic. Another one is unicystic. These 2 are intraosseous, and peripheral type it is extraosseous, which means occurs in the gingiva, and most common patients have multicystic type, and second most common is unicystic. Peripheral is rare. Multicystic or conventional, it is mostly occurs in 10 to 90 years of age peoples. Most commonly 20 to 60 years of people are commonly affected. This does not have no gender predilection. Asian populations are mostly affected. It is a slow growing bony swelling and causes facial deformation. This is like facial deformation. Previously, we talked about this is slow growing because it is clinically persistent, intermittent growth. So it is slow growing, bony swelling, result facial deformation. Mobile teeth also present due to the resorption of root. Sometimes pain and paresthesia also produce because the tumor get overgrowth as a result compress the nerve, so pain will produce and paresthesia will also produce. Paresthesia, which means nothing but there is a pricking pain, will also produce it. Due to the expansion, as a result, cortical plate get thinned due to the infiltration of the medullary space. 80% case mostly affect the mandible, especially the posterior part. Some studies shows there is a low incidence in the anterior maxilla. As a result, nasal obstruction also occur. Blacks have an increased frequency. In unicystic type, it is second most common of the ameloblastoma, most common type of ameloblastoma. Most common is multicystic and second most common is unicystic. It is associated with odontogenic epithelium, especially dentigerous cyst. The lining epithelium of the dentigerous cyst will transforms into ameloblastomas. As a result, it is divided into three types. One is luminal, another one is intraluminal, another one is mural. The luminal, which means it occurs in the luminal surface, that is lining epithelial surface here. The intraluminal means this proliferation, this luminal surface get proliferated into lumen. This is called as intralumen. The mural means which occurs in the connective tissue. The ameloblast cells which occurs in the connective tissue. At the same time, the lining epithelium get proliferated into the connective tissue, which is called as mural. This is the intraluminal type. Here the proliferation will inside the lumen. This is the mural type. The mural type which occurs in the connective tissue of the dentigerous cyst. This is the luminal type. The luminal type, this is the surface of the luminal surface, that is lining epithelium surface. The lining epithelium, which is arranged in a palisading pattern and columnar. This like palisading and columnar, tall columnar, and reversal polarity also. See, what is reversal polarity? The reversal polarity is nothing but it is seen in the enamel formation of ameloblast, enamel forming ameloblast. During the enamel formation, the nuclei go towards the periphery. This is called as reversal polarity. This reversal polarity is seen in this case, that is ameloblastoma, the lining epithelium of the cyst. Reversal polarity is seen. Above the lining epithelium, there is a stellate reticulum also seen, may or may not be parakeratinized. It is unicystic, so less recurrence rate. At the same time, less aggressive type. In peripheral ameloblastoma, which means extraosseous, it is resembles like central variety, but in the soft tissue. The histologic features are similar to basal cell carcinoma. It is arrest from the there is a surface epithelium of the jaw, which undergoes that formation of the ameloblastoma from the surface epithelium, and also the dental lamina remnants. It is mostly seen. There is a slight male predilection also seen in this case. Mostly mandibles are affected. Histologically, same pattern of the central variety. 50 years of people are most commonly affected. It is painless. Previously we talked about it is non-functional, so it is painless. And sessile. Sessile is nothing but there is a broad base and film consistency and exophytic growth also seen. Film, which means nothing but For better understanding manner, you have to touch the nose. The nose look like how there is a film that is called as film consistency. So a film consistency also seen 3 millimeter to 2 centimeter in diameter. It is in radiography. This occur in the peripheral ameloblastoma is occur in the soft tissue. As a result, there is no radiographic evidence, but superficial bony erosion will be seen. In multicystic type, there is a honeycomb appearance. In at the same time, or suburban appearance also seen. In unicystic type, there is a single radiolucency and a scalloped border. Root resorption occurs leads to the mobile teeth. Buccal lingual expansion also seen. If the expansion too much as a result, thinning of the cortical plate, so gives the exhale cracking appearances, easily crackable. We have to touch that reason get easily crackable. Histologically, it is 6 type. The most common type are follicular plexiform, and less common are acanthomatous granular cells, desmoplastic best cell pattern. These are the least common. Before going to the topic, we need some more basic, that is, this is the enamel organ which contains stellate cells. These enamel organs are islandly arranged in follicular pattern. The follicular pattern get islandly arranged and contain enamel organ like the island of epithelium resembles the enamel organ epithelium. This like here, this is the inside the island. There is a loosely arranged spindle that resembles stellate reticulum. And at the same time, amyloblast-like cells surround the central core which exhibit reversible polarity. This is the amyloblast-like cells which surround the periphery and exhibit reverse polarity. Reverse polarity is nothing but it is seen in the amyloblast during enamel formation. And here also the follicular pattern also having this like a reversible polarity will be seen around the periphery of the amyloblast-like cells. In plexiform, there is a only difference. The follicular pattern get anastomosing. This like it is called as plexiform. Both are similar, but anastomosing, this like anastomosing will be seen here. This like anastomosing appearance. Here also anastomosing appearance. There is a only major difference. Both histological are similar. Here also we have seen that large sheet of odontogenic epithelium consisting of bounded by columnar cuboidal epithelium cells. At the same time, the connective tissue stroma have loosely arranged and vascular stromal degeneration also seen in this case. Both are similar. The only difference is it is the follicular is islandly arranged. It is anastomosing arranged. The plexiform is. In acanthomatous type, it is also resembles like follicular pattern. The only difference is the spindle cells get the epithelial cells get metaplastic transformation occur that leads to the formation of squamous cells. Result deposition with the keratin. Squamous metaplasia occur in this island. In this island occur the squamous metaplasia. Result with deposition of keratin formation. Look like squamous cell carcinoma. Acanthomatous and follicular pattern both are similar. The only difference is there is a squamous metaplasia in the spindle like cells and filled with the keratin. This is the only difference. In granular pattern, transformation of lesional epithelium into granular cells, which means here also the island epithelium, the spindle cell cells, that is the lesional epithelial cells, which transforms into granular cells, which means this like it is a eosinophilic granule seen in young patient. In desmoplastic type, the island get condensed and thin island cord with densely collagenous stroma. Here is the densely collagenized stroma will be seen in the desmoplastic pattern. The basal cell pattern is look like basal cell carcinoma. In basal cell carcinoma, there is a peripheral palisading, and inside the basaloid cells, there is a nest of basaloid cells with the scanty cytoplasm will be seen in the inside the island. Here also the basal cell pattern also having peripheral palisading manner, which is made up of cuboidal cells, and basal cells also present in the center. There is no stellate reticulum, so it resembles like a basal cell carcinoma. Around the periphery there is a cuboidal, not a columnar cells. Around the periphery there is a cuboidal, not a columnar. In this treatment there is a radiation therapy is the treatment, and surgical excision also a treatment. Sometimes curettage and combination of surgery and radiation also done. What is curettage? Curettage is nothing but using the curette instrument to treat the lesions is called as curettage. Thank you.